Yeah, we were singing Wheels on the Bus when we were coming out of the break. It's a lot of fun.
Now here's a question for you. When was the last time you rode on a bus?
Well, for a lot of folks, the answer is, I'm not sure the exact date, but I'm sure it was a big yellow bus.
Well, that would be a school bus, but did you know that you could get almost anywhere on the lower shore on a shore transit bus?
And joining us today to bring us up on all up to date on mass transit is WBOC's traveling reporter Charles Paparella.
Good to have you,
Welcome
Charlie.
to
Wonderful
the
to be here with you
show.
all.
Now, I understand you parked the car and you've been riding the bus. What's up with that?
Yes, that's correct. Well, it started very naturally. I was sitting in traffic one day, and I saw a bus go by, and I thought, what would it be like, you know? And then so I decided, well, it's your job to find that out and tell people what that is like. So I went to the shore transit people, and they gave me a pass and said, go have it, just go.
Just
you know?
go.
And that was a wonderful thing right there, you know, that they were that open about it. So for about a week, I just grabbed a bus when I could, rode down to Ocean City, down Pocomoke City, up to Del Mar, you know, my favorite haunts and places. and see, that was the moment right there. I said, what was it like? What would it be?
So what'd you find out? What'd you find out?
Well, I found out that most people on buses are texting, number one.
Oh.
So the solution to that whole problem is that people, you know, I don't see anybody texting there. I wasn't thinking about that, but there we go. Everybody is texting or tweeting or something like that, and that whole issue goes away. You know, that you really can employ your, your cell phone as you are supposed to do as a modern American, without running into other people or buildings or anything like that.
There we go.
But the other aspect of bus travel is that you can meet someone you've never met. What a thought. You can have a conversation with a complete stranger, which in traffic is kind of frowned upon. If you've ever just rolled your window down and said,
work well, does it?
hey, what's up? You know, you're not allowed to do that. That's not good driving. But on a bus, it's perfectly okay.
And you know, some people maybe from the big city are saying, what's the big deal? But mass transit is fairly new to Delmarva.
Yeah, really, it's the little stops and starts, but you know, in metro areas, it's been around for 50, 60, 70 years in some cities. On Delmarva, people are reticent to leave their automobile or their pickup somewhere and just go. You know? But it is possible, and it's also very relaxing not to worry about the driving. And shore transit is a great little bus line. I mean, with connections, and they have Greyhound here, you can get on a bus and connect with other buses and go all over the peninsula.
Now, you found out something you weren't bargaining for, right? You got
There's
a little
always,
scoop.
I got a scoop. There's always another story. There's a huge story here. I took the buses, but the buses are all moving to a little location east of Salisbury near Warwick Tech, the old Philtronic Comtech building.
Right.
And they're building a new facility there where they'll have their own maintenance center, they'll have waiting rooms, they have all kinds of stuff like that. But what else is going on at that facility under a shadowy government organization called the Tri-County Council? You ever heard of those guys? I never heard of that.
What a group.
Yeah, so what they're doing there is bringing together all these agencies that help people. And the idea, it's wonderful, is one of the big problems in helping poor people or the indigent or the elderly is getting them to the location where the help is available. Well, by putting these two things together, they have a way for people to get to the services they need.
Right. Now, that's going to be on tonight at 11, is that right?
Well, it's such a big story, Jim.
Yeah.
I had to whack it right in the middle.
Right.
And put the first part was about the bus system tonight at 11.
All
but on
aboard.
Friday evening, I'm going to try to show what sorts of things are going on out there at that facility, because it's a really good thing.
And we are going to hear more from you in a second. You're going to play for us.
Besides your wife, Becky, this is your best friend in the whole wide world, and you've brought it.
Yes, indeed.
And we're going to hear more about that. Thank you. Still ahead on Delmarva Life, you can get your thinking caps on because we're going to give you another shot at winning part of our $5,000.
Plus, they say you can't rush fine wine until it's time to bottle. What it takes to get nearly 20,000 gallons of wine bottled and ready to pop the cork.
But first, we've teamed up with Sussex County Federal Credit Union to help you make better sense of your money. Here's Cherie with this week's tip.
On behalf of Sussex County Federal Credit Union, I'm Cherie Coleman with this week's Dollars and Cents tip. Life doesn't always go as planned, especially with finances. When a life change negatively affects your credit score, it can also affect other areas of your life, such as attaining insurance, employment, and purchasing power. Thankfully, there are stepping stone programs in place to help establish or rebuild credit. Secured loans allow you to pledge funds in your savings account and borrow against them at a low rate. You'll get the money you need immediately while continuing to earn interest on your pledged funds. As your loan principal declines, your funds are released. A secured Visa card can be funded the same way, while providing you with the opportunity to have the purchasing power of Visa right at your fingertips. Both of these loans are an ideal way to attain a loan while rebuilding your credit score through consistent, on-time payments. Once your loan has been fulfilled, the positive payment history will be reflected on your credit report and in your credit score. While rebuilding credit may be time-consuming, the results are beneficial. Together, we can achieve more.